It's your boy T Davis, aka the new face of Madden.
YouTube, what's going on? Your boy T Davis back again with another great tip. Today we're breaking down the top 5 best passing plays in all of Madden 20. So it's going to be great, 5 great plays for you guys. Make sure you keep up on all my social medias at T Davis Brand, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, to keep up to date with the latest content I'll be putting out for the rest of the Madden season. So let's jump into it here. The first play we're going to break down is out of the gun tight offset TE, out of the New Orleans Saints playbook. It's also in the Green Bay Packers offensive playbook. And the play is Y out halfback swing. Now this play can beat any defense in the game. If we're going to break it down versus cover 2, cover 3, and man, first we'll start with the cover 3. So as we know, as most people know, this corner route with Y is one of the best routes in the game, beats every coverage. One of the simplest setups you can do, especially versus cover 3, is all you have to do is drag A. So you have the double drags plus that corner route and then the backside post. So we'll run that first real quick. As you'll see here, that corner out just torches any coverage. You can see we got a bad throw there by Roethlisberger, but if you have an elite route runner there, it's never going to get guarded versus a cover 3 zone. Let's go back to it here. Wait, pass lead outside. There we go. So yeah, there's so many setups you can do for this play. Another one I like to do is just whip the X receiver and then do the halfback wheel combo on the right. Maybe put a streak out there like that. Motion him over, and then we can either hit that whip underneath. We got the shed, but as you can see there, the running back out of the backfield. I'm going to go to the replay real quick. So if we look to the left side, we could have had this whip route underneath real quick. We could low ball that. This guy bites down, and we have that corner out on the outside of the sidelines. Then on the other side, we have this running back coming out of the backfield. The out route, though he motioned out, brings down the flat zones. Have that wheel wide open up the seam like there. So another setup that you can do, say they're making adjustments, they're manning up your guys, or they just go with a straight man-to-man defense. A popular setup is we could just motion slant one of these outside guys, whether it's X or B. So for this video, we're just going to slant X, motion them out, A on the drag again, and we'll be able to have the corner out or the slant, and it really makes the defense pick one, slant over the middle wide open. So really good play versus any type of zone. I'll run it one time versus cover 2. We can also, a lot of things we like to do, we can hitch A and then do the whip route over here again, like we said. And then we'll have that post over the middle. If they don't have a mid read, or if they don't have a deep half, or if they don't have a deep zone by the linebacker in the middle, that post will beat cover 2 every time. We can motion it out. But here I'm going to look to the left side at either the whip or the corner, and the corner out does beat cover 2 again, but the sheds in practice mode are insane. So once again, this is the first play we're going to break down here. It is that Y out halfback swing. Stay tuned for number 2 on the list. Alright guys, we're back with the second play here out of the top 5 plays in all of Madden 20, and this one is out of the split close formation. We can find this in the Patriots playbook or the Miami offensive playbook, which we're in right here. The play is going to be called PAY shot. And once again, this play will also beat any coverage in the game as well. The great thing about this play is it has, after we reset the ball here, it has these 2 crossing routes that are just so good this year in Madden, especially versus zone. Any zones, really, they're not going to cover it. They're going to have to user guard these routes, and we can do so many things to distract the defense in other ways as well. So a common setup we can do here is just streak A, put B on a motion slant. We can put them on a motion drag too, it doesn't matter, but this is really going to make the defense pick someone to user. So we'll motion out the slant a couple steps, and as you can see here, the crossing route wide open on the sidelines, AJ Green for a huge completion. Streak X and do the halfback wheel setup over here, motion B out a couple steps. It's really going to stress the user on defense. As you can see here, we had the running back wheel, but we're going to throw that wide open crossing route down the field. And then also a good setup versus you can just quick snap your opponent. Like say you could just drag B, or you could just streak B real quick, catch him off guard, with the quick snap and hit one of these crossers. Boom, wide open. One last setup I'll show you guys that I like to do is you can also flip this as well. I mean, the guy motions over really quick. It's a great play to flip. We can do something like this. You can just motion over a drag. Get the defense a little off balance here. Just so many setups you can do. Hit the drag underneath. Get a nice little pickup. So just so many setups you can do out of this play. Then the great thing about this formation is we can audible down to something like a stretch or a dive here out of the backfield because it is 2 running backs personnel, and we can hit them with the stretch to the outside. So just a really great formation and play, and that's number 2 on our list. Let's jump into number 3. All right, guys, number 3 on our list is the play called post cross or wide receiver post. It's in a couple different playbooks. It's in the Houston offensive playbook as well as West Coast. I think it's in a couple others, but right here we're just in the Houston offensive playbook to play post cross. One of the best plays in the game, can beat any coverage. So let's jump into it here. You can literally come out and quick snap this play. You don't have to make any adjustments. This play is just phenomenal stock versus any coverage. You're going to have the drag underneath. If they go to that, we can hit the post. Right there, we have the drag wide open. So then I'll show you guys again here. We're in a cover 3 defense right here. Let's just run it stock. We can roll out with this. Wait for that crosser. Boom, wide open, as you can see on the sideline. So just a great play there. I'm going to go to a cover 2 zone just so you guys can see that this deep post that's going to be run by Hopkins here can get open as well over the middle. Going to double team in case we want to roll out here, which we're going to try to do. We could have had that right away, the post. Let me just show that one more time that we can hit that post quickly. Right here. So we can throw the post about now. Click on possession, catch that if you're playing a cover 2 defense. Cover 3, we're looking for the crosser or the drag mainly. But another setup I like to do here is we're going to slant RB like this, motion him over, and it's really going to stress the user to choose which one they're going to guard. So boom, we can low ball this, possession catch, nice little pickup. If they bite on that, we wait for the crosser on the sideline. And then another setup I like to do is when I quick snap is just to come out and put this guy on a quick whip. And if they don't have hard flats over there, you can hit that whip all day long. You can low ball that too. And then like we said, we have the other 2 routes that are just so good. So as you can see here, he doesn't have a hard flat. Throw that possession catch. Nice little quick snap play there as well. And then one other setup that I'll show you guys, especially if you're playing like a man-to-man defense or they're cross manning or something like that, is I like to just double drag these guys. You can do double in routes as well. Motion him over. And this is really good versus the blitz as well because you can make him make a quick read. There we go. We have that quick drag over the middle. So yeah, wide receiver post cross out of the gun bunch in either Houston Texans playbook, West Coast. I believe it's in a couple others. One of the best plays in the game and 3rd on our list. Let's jump into number 4 now, guys. All right, guys. Number 4 play on our top 5 passing plays in Madden 20 is out of the trips tight end formation, one of the most popular formations year in and year out, and it's called PA slot corner. You can find this in multiple playbooks in the game. Right here, we're out of the New England Patriots playbook. This is another play that you can run stock, like we saw in our other 3 plays. Another play here that works for any defense as well. So let's jump into it here. This is what this is what it looks like stock. I mean, just great routes all over the field. But one of the most common setups that I like to do is like to streak this tight end pretty much every time, just to bring the zones back for our Y route or an B route that we're gonna also utilize. But a quick setup here that I like to do. It's just something like this. This is really a nice flood example that's going to, it's really going to stress the user on defense, make them pick, high, low, drag, crosser, backside dig. So let's jump into it here. Let's run the play and see what we got. Boom, right away we hit that drag underneath for a nice little gain. If they don't have hard flats there, you can hit that all day long if they're not using that and they don't have hard flats. And then say they do play hard flats or bite down on that. Set it up again. Put the defense in hard flats. Let's see. Let's run it. So say they have some hard flats. They boom. They bite down the drag. We're gonna have that crosser all day long. Chris Godwin over the top for a big gain. And then obviously it's hard for me to use her on defense here, but let's say they're gonna hard flat, and then they're also gonna man up Y, which if they have a sole linebacker, that route's still gonna beat man. But just for the sake of this video, pretend he's gonna like guard Y great, just so we can show you guys the backside dig as well, if nothing else is there. So yeah, hard flats covering the drag. We don't have that. Boom, but we got the dig. Oh, we couldn't throw it right there. Also, you don't want great route running at that X position, just because you don't want that dig to run too fast, to bump into the crosser as well. But then another setup that I like to do also, guys, and you see this quite often online a lot, is so you have double post basically. So you can do anything you want with X. I like to streak A every time, like I said, but you can do anything you want with X. We're just going to motion over B. You could streak X, you could drag them, and now it's going to stress the user again to make a decision. Which guy do they want to guard, Y or B? That's the real question. There they go to B, we hit Y. So it's really making them pick which side they want to guard. It really stresses the defense. They have to make a choice. So yeah, there's just so many setups you can do with this play. Another one I will show you here is we're going to wheel the running back, and then we're going to motion over Y this time instead. And we're going to have this look right here. So we're going to flood the left side with that corner out and the drag, and then we're going to also flood the right side a little bit, because we're going to have this quick corner out turns into with the halfback wheel. As you can see here, which one they're going to guard, we can hit that for a nice little pickup. So if they don't have hard flats over there, we can hit that halfback wheel all day long. They're going to have hard flats over there. This corner route will work all day long. He bumps them, but he can't guard them right there on the sidelines. So it's just a great flood concept on both sides. I'll show you guys how we can hit the left side as well. As you can see, so we motion over the quick corner, and then if they have hard flats, which they do, the tight end won't be open, but B will be if we wait. Possession catch on the sideline. So really just a great play that floods both sides of the field. So many different ways you can set this play up. You can run it stock, like I said. All you gotta do is streak A. You could drag A and streak X. Just so many ways you can run this play. One of the best plays, and number 4 on my list. Let's jump into number 5 now, guys. All right, guys, we're back with number 5 on our top 5 passing plays in all of Madden 20. And the 5th play is mesh post. You know, one of the best plays last few years. My favorite play in the game last year. I like to run it as well this year. It's in the West Coast playbook, but they have added it into some of the live playbooks that you can play with if you turn that on in your settings. I know the LA Rams have it. I believe the Seattle Seahawks playbook has it. You have to have it on the live playbooks turned on, though. But if not, West Coast playbook does have it. Mesh post, going to beat every coverage in the game. Let's jump into it. So you can, like I said with the other plays, that's what makes these so great, is you can come out and run this stock if you wanted to. We're going to do that real quick here to show you guys versus a cover 3 set. What do we want to hit? Post over the top, rack that. We can take that to the crib if we have some speed. The reason this play is just so good year in and year out is because if they're going to blitz you, let's just jump into a quick cover 2 blitz, and we're gonna blitz all our linebackers. The reason it's so good, we can just block running back real quick. We're going to hit one of these drags, and you really have to guard both these, and then if they do, that backside post. But either one of these drags can be wide open, make a move like that. Just a great play versus the blitz, but also versus coverage, and one of the best routes this year on the short side of the field like we are here with the running back is that running back wheel. It's not very common in this game. It's only in a few plays. You can't find it that much, and it really can beat every coverage. The only thing that can stop it is if they have a vertical hook in the seam over there, and you know, a lot of people aren't going to be aware enough to do that. So my favorite setup is this right here. We out route X. We have that halfback wheel. And then on the backside we have the hitch and the post combo, which is just so hard for the defense to guard because one of them is going to be open. They have to use it. But then this halfback wheel, they really have to use it too. So just really stresses the defense again. Here we go. Here's a setup. We got the post wide open over the top. So let's say they say, okay, you're hitting them with that post all game long, you know. They decide, okay, we're going to cross man, or we're going to man up that motion post with Fred Warner. Okay, they're usually going to be using on this guy right here. But for the sake of the video, we'll put him in the spy, and we'll use her on this D tackle, just so we have like an extra user over the middle. We're going to do the same setup. When he plays the Niners, you want to double team one side, slide protect to the other side with these two good rushers. So let's run the play here, motion out. And we have that halfback wheel all day long in that little pocket. Click on, you can possession catch that. That'll work all day long, like I said, unless there's a vertical hook there. And then my other setup that I've been really learning lately and really running a lot more lately is when you can flip this play so you have your bunch to the short side. And what we're going to do now, we're going to max protect and we're going to streak B. And we're going to smart routed in route RB. And now we're going to motion over X. So it turns into a corner route, a little flood to the right side with a backside dig. I like to roll out. I like to have escape artists for this type of play. We're going to hike it before he sets. We're going to roll out. And we got that corner out on the sideline all day long. Mesh post, just so many ways you can run this. I'm going to show you guys one last setup, actually, that I like to do, especially versus a cover 3 or cover 2. If they're playing hard flats, so we'll have them play hard flats, but if they're playing cloud flats, you're going to be able to hit the drags, like we said, all day long. But a setup I like to do here is this, and also another setup I like to do is this. Drag the tight end and HRB. But just to keep it simple for the sake of the video, we're just going to keep RB on that drag, and all we're doing is max protecting and putting X on a comeback route. So if they play hard flats, we can hit that comeback route. If they play cloud flats, we can hit that drag, and then obviously we know how good the motion post is. So let's go ahead and run it here. I'm not even sure what I had the defense do, but we'll hit whatever's open. So we had him in hard flats. We can hit that comeback every time. Obviously, we want great route running out there on that comeback route. But that's just another way to flood zones and to beat cover 2 and cover 3. And then versus man-to-man, we know how good this play is stock. I'll do that one more time and before I end this video. Little man-to-man action on defense. We'll just motion them out a couple steps. And we're going to have any of these drags or the post. We hit the post, possession catch. Huge play. And yeah, mesh post, number 5 on our list. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. The top 5 best passing plays in all of Madden 20. Stay up to date on all my social medias. More tips coming. I'm going to have the top 5 best passing defenses and best runs and run defenses coming soon. See you guys later.